Greetings, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the time period of December 10th to the 31st, 2018. For those of you who are new to my channel, I'm using Legacy Tarot cards. And for those of you who have been on my channel from the beginning of time, thank you for, sticking around and being patient and waiting for me to post new videos. I really appreciate that, okay? So let's see what energies come through for you, Virgo, for this time period. Okay, so you have the Six of Wands energy that's underneath here. Something is breaking. So maybe I was getting sad. Maybe something's breaking. Like maybe it's maybe it's like financial. Maybe something's going on with a promise. Maybe it's a promise that maybe this mom. Maybe it's a promise you kept to your mother that's breaking for some reason, or it's just mischief. It could be a business partner. It doesn't have to be a parent or someone that you live with, or maybe it's someone that you go to school with, or someone that you work with. But something about fire sign energy. Some type of promise that you were trying to keep to them that you can't keep anymore, but there's an aggravation with the reason into why you're trying to keep a promise to them. But maybe maybe that element stole something, or maybe you stole something. It just depends. That does not belong to you or doesn't belong to them, but maybe there's an element you're trying to hide it, whatever it is. But I get something about like a ring or like a watch, or what something is also happening inside of a hospital. So maybe you're going to the hospital for some reason, or a fire sign that works in a hospital. It could be an Aries element, some fire sign, or some whatever it is. Somebody may have somebody may have taken something from a patient. Maybe somehow you work in a hospital, or you're just going to a doctor's office, but maybe you're noticing something strange about a coworker in the hospital or in the workplace, and maybe there's something's going on. Something was taken from your boss. So maybe it's a watch, it's a ring, it's a necklace, it's some piece of jewelry that was taken from someone, but you have information, or the person that took what I also get information. The person that took the information or the jewelry or the handbag, whatever it was, the person that took it, they told you not to say anything, or they may have given you something not to say anything, whatever it is. There's a don't reveal this or don't reveal that, whatever it is that they're trying to get you to not reveal. So it just depends on the energy and secrecy, and something is difficult about it, keeping it to yourself. So that could be going on in a workplace, a school, a hospital setting, a job, whatever it is, family environment, with somebody taking something from someone that doesn't belong to the object, or maybe it's a person doesn't belong to them. Two of Swords energy for your starting point, but maybe you want to leave. Maybe there's a new work. Maybe you want to leave because of new work, but maybe something shady is going on in a job or school or wherever. Something is going on, and something really shady is going on in a work, some type of work, whatever place you consider to be a workplace. It could be a school, it could be an actual place you go in where you make money, but maybe you work at home. But something shady is going on inside of you. Something shady is going on with an Aries element, or something that an Aries said to you, something shady, or you saw an Aries do something that's really shady about. They stole something, either it's information or something, or some fire sign. They stole something, either it's an object, or it's some or information that it was stolen from. Maybe that's why you keep looking at somebody. So the person that the stuff was stolen from, maybe that's why you keep looking at them. Maybe that's why. But there's a she or he is right next to me. So maybe this could be like a situation like in a neighborhood where the person that stole something, maybe they live in the neighborhood, but they came to you because maybe they stole something from the person next door. So just however you want to connect that analogy, next to you could be like literally sitting right next to you. You know what I mean? Some person that you saw someone, a fire sign element, steal something from somebody. But the need to tell a Libra. So maybe you need to tell a Libra that something was stolen from someone. But maybe something was stolen from you, and maybe you're complaining to a Libra-like element about that. But something, you're using your intuition that an Aries, some fire sign element is involved with taking something from you with this kind of feeling. You don't understand why someone is doing something as well. So, but a Libra doesn't know, or a Libra is not, a Libra like element is unaware of something that's going on inside of a room, inside of a class, in a classroom, or inside of a workplace environment here with the Two of Swords. But she doesn't care. So maybe it's an air sign female. Someone doesn't care that something was taken from you. But I also get being taken advantage of. Like maybe someone doesn't care. Maybe you're saying that someone does not care that someone doesn't care that you're being taken advantage of, or maybe you don't care that somebody is, I don't know, but or maybe you think a Libra like element doesn't care that someone is being taken advantage of somewhere with the Two of Swords energy. Or the person that the bad deed is happening to. Maybe you're right next to them, or you live right next to them, or you also swore not to say anything. You know, maybe you swore to not say something. Something is oath-like. So maybe you took an oath for some reason. Like maybe you did something pretending to taking an oath for something. Maybe it's like I said, promise. But I keep getting the Aries. So maybe in Aries, maybe you did something with an oath with Aries. Like maybe they asked you to sign something, but it has something to do with secrecy and not exposing something, pretending that something that they did. Something the fire sign energy did, but a Libra like energy knows, but they don't care. But maybe they should care with the Two of Swords energy because it's pertaining to you, whatever that means. Ooh, Knight of Cups energy here. But I can't wait. So when I was trying your reading out before, I was actually getting that Trey song, the I can't wait energy with the Knight of Cups. Maybe you can't wait to see someone, but maybe it's a family member or a cousin or a friend. Maybe you can't wait to see, but if she's not coming, so maybe it's a water sign element. Maybe that she's not coming. That element is not coming for some reason with the Nine of Cups, but you thought that they were. Maybe that's why the Two of Swords energy was the Two of Swords energy is here. But maybe you were promised. Maybe you're holding some type of promise into the reason why someone is really not showing up somewhere. Maybe you were told one thing. Maybe there's this element of being told one thing, but maybe that's not the truth. With the Knight of Cups energy pertaining to a family member or a cousin or a friend or aunt, uncle, somebody visiting. But you can't wait for someone to visit, or someone can't wait for you to visit, but there's unsureness with somebody visiting. But an Aries knows. But me, an Aries knows more information on a cousin visiting, or you are that cousin, you are visiting someone. But they're not wanting to see. Maybe you don't want to see a visiting cousin for some reason. Maybe it's a Cancer. Maybe it's a Cancer that's our friend. Somebody is a visiting cousin, but you don't want to see them. You know what I mean? But I'm a part of the family too, or I'm a part of this place too, whatever it is, I'm a part of this too, whatever it is. It could be a family environment, it could be a job, it could be something going on with secretive oaths and keeping promises to people somewhere. Maybe you feel gypped out and not really favored to a source, and that's why I said somebody not caring and stealing something from you. Maybe you feel lucked out by the favoritism that a Libra-like element is giving other people, and they're not giving it to you. But because they're not giving it to you, you're turning your back on a water sign energy, and they're visiting, or they're coming around, and you don't want to be near them, and you don't want to be compared to a water sign element. But you also can't wait to see what they have going on. So it just depends. So it could be in a workplace. Maybe this element was an absent coworker, or maybe you were around all the time. You know, there's that element also. But an Aries is taking something from a Cancerian person. So, or they click. A Libra and a Cancer, they click, whatever that means. But they secretively click. And maybe that's something that you're observing. And maybe those two elements are doing something wrong to you. Or it's an Aries-like element that has more information on that. Or it's the Aries-like, they're involved. An Aries-like element is involved with the reason into why a Libra and a Cancer-like element, why they click. They're responsible for the reason into why they're clicking so well with the Knight of Cups energy. But you don't understand. So maybe you don't understand why those elements click. Maybe it's the three of them. You don't understand why those elements click. But then why can't you get along? Why don't they get along with me? Or why do I have to be the one to be schemed? Or why am I not being favored also? The oath-like energy could be like, maybe there's trying to fit in. So the oath-like energy, or the swearing in, or the swearing, that oath-like energy could be like you trying to get into something, you trying to fit in, like there's this need or this feeling of trying to fit in with something. but that you don't belong to. There's this interesting energy of trying to fit in with something that you intuitively you don't belong to, or maybe that's what a Cancer thinks. Maybe a Cancer feels like you don't belong somewhere. But I get something about looks and style and whatever it is. Maybe a Cancer, that's how they really feel about you. Maybe it's a Cancer, some water sign energy is saying that. They really, maybe you are somewhere, but maybe you are somewhere, or maybe you have been accepted to be somewhere, but deep down inside, the Aries, these energies, a Libra, whatever, they deep down inside, they feel like you don't belong somewhere, but you're hungrily trying to fit into somewhere, whatever that means, with the Knight of Cups energy. And maybe you shouldn't be somewhere with them. You yourself don't understand why you're trying to fit in so badly, and maybe the Libra is a goofball because of that. Maybe a Libra is laughing at the fact into why it has something to do with how you speak or what you're doing or how you move. But a Libra keeps pointing something out, and maybe that's what's shunning. Maybe that's what is making you feel shunned. The Two of Swords and the Knight of Cups. I mean, that's what's making you can't take it anymore. I can't wait till this work day is done, or I can't wait till this class is done. This whatever it is done and finished. You want to get away from a Libra, some air sign. You want to get away from them. Water sign and the water sign elements, and possibly the Cancer. You want to get away all of them. You want to get away from all those elements I just named. But an Aries may favor you. An Aries, their kindness. Maybe an Aries is kind to you. That's why you're doing secretive things with an Aries. But he's the only one that accepts me. So he or she is the only one that accepts me. You know, in a family, in a job, in a workplace, a school, whatever it is. He or she is the only one that accepts me. So whatever that means to you, okay? Your present has the Nine of Wands energy here. So Nine of Wands. Why is he or she defending? So maybe you don't understand why. It could be the fire sign. Maybe, I see what's going on. The favoritism with the fire sign. Maybe they are standing up for you, but a Libra-like element does not want them to stand up for you for some reason. But to let her take care of it herself, or let her do it herself, or whatever. Maybe they're really trying to be helpful to you. But something's going on here with black on black crime. So maybe a Libra is laughing at the idea of somebody. Maybe a Libra is a different ethnicity than people here for some reason, or there's something, or they are, or they not, or something's different about a Libra, some air sign element. But something's going on with someone really laughing about black on black crime. You know, something is maybe it's metaphoric or it's not literal. Maybe something's going on with I see what's going on, and it could be pertaining to the favoritism in a classroom or in a job. But it's black on black crime. So maybe there's a situation where your workplace is diverse. Maybe the black on black crime could be like maybe some boss, some air-like element. Maybe they're a boss, but maybe you're a black person. Maybe the boss is white or Hispanic or whatever, Asian, whatever it is. But maybe you are maybe you're black, but maybe there's a coworker that's being favored by the white or Asian or Latino or whatever boss. Maybe they're black, whatever it is, whatever the difference in the race or ethnicity is. But maybe they're being favored. But because a Taurus also is being favored, maybe they're being favored, but there's this element here where, but maybe the person that's being favored by the people of a different ethnicity or race, they are the same race of you, the person that's being favored, but maybe you're not, and maybe that's how you metaphorically see black on black crime, because the person that is the same race or ethnicity, that analogy, it could be white on white, whatever, Asian on Asian, Hispanic on Hispanic crime, whatever it is, that person that's being accepted by the different person of a different ethnicity or race, they're not standing up for you, or they're holding they're taking in the favoritism like it's a newborn baby, and that's what's not fair about it with the Nine of Wands energy. So maybe you could be on the outside looking into a fire sign is heavily defending their view on that, or maybe this discussion is about black on black crime somewhere, like literally. So or you feel like it, or you feel like this. Or you're outside looking into this is happening to people, or in some type of community, or maybe your coworker is discussing these things with you, and whatever it is with the Nine of Wands. Wow, very interesting. Your future has Justice, sign of Libra. I did say you were dealing with a Libra-like element in the future. But that she should give me a better grade, or he or she should give me a better position in this job, or he or she should treat me better, whatever it is with this. That's why you don't know what to do with this element here. But they keep favoring an Aries or a Cancer. Like somebody keeps favoring somebody that's not you. So maybe you don't understand. But it has I keep getting looks. So maybe you're not being favored because of some type of look that you have. and maybe the Aries and the Cancer or whatever, maybe those elements have they're favorable. When I said Aries and Cancer, they're favorable, and maybe Leo also, maybe not as much as those two, but maybe you're on the outside looking into, maybe they are favorable, but it's because they have some type of look to them with the Justice energy in the future. But maybe you're talking about that. Like, maybe there's this element of maybe you're talking about that. You could be talking about it, but embarrassed. Maybe this element is becoming embarrassed because you're talking about it, or because you caught something. Like maybe you caught something. It could be the stealing. It could be the sharing that was something that doesn't belong to someone. It's a Cancer. Maybe a Cancer is doing that with an Aries, or a Cancer is doing that. Maybe they're taking work or something that doesn't belong to them. Or a Libra is favoring them because they're white. A Libra is favoring a Cancer because they're white. There's a white Cancer somewhere. Maybe both of those elements are white, or it's a Hispanic and white situation. Maybe you're black, or some type of foolishness like that, whatever it is, with the Justice energy. But she should go to jail, or she should be locked up, or she should be fired, whatever it is. It's a she. It's a Libra that's a female, or a male. It could be a male, but I keep getting she, like a feminine. It's very feminine energy. I'm looking at the two women on this card, and something is two-faced, and they're both wearing different gowns. So maybe something's going on with it. The Libra is something that's two-faced about a Libra-like element. Because of the way they're treating you, because of what they're trying to get away with a Cancer or an Aries, what you saw, whatever it is. The Aries is behind the scenes of what a Libra and a Cancer-like element are doing. So because maybe they're the same race or ethnicity or status as you, whatever that means to you. But maybe something's going on. Maybe the Aries has underground or background information into what a Libra and a Cancer are doing. And maybe that's why the swearing and the undercover stuff is happening to you with an Aries-like element. Or some whatever fire sign with those elements. They're also being shunned, but at the same time, they do have a level of importance above you, pertaining to pertaining to the favoritism that a Libra is given to a Cancer. Because you don't have that kind of favoritism over a Cancer-like element, or whatever. But Libra's doing that. But the Aries has information on that, so maybe that's why Aries is under you so much, or maybe that's why you're clicking on to an Aries-like element so much. But when I said Aries element so much, he could give me what I need. He or she could give me what I need. Like it pertaining to the stealing of information. So he could give me what I need. Aries guy, whatever. Pertaining to the stealing of somebody's information. And a Cancer knows that. And because a Cancer knows that, an Aries is sharing, not Aries, a Libra-like element element is aware of that. Your instincts has the sign of Leo. Maybe a Leo deserves something. Maybe it's attention or a love or recognition. But why isn't she treating him with favoritism? So maybe he or she, whatever it is, maybe the Libra's not treating a Leo-like element with favoritism for some reason. Maybe it's light skin. Maybe someone's light skin about a Leo. Someone's light skin about a Leo. Maybe they're not white, but they're light skinned, and maybe like I said, maybe the Libra is like white or a different race, or they're not black, or they could be black, but maybe they're light skinned. Maybe it's favoritism with light skinned and dark skinned black people, whatever it is. But maybe you don't understand why a Leo like element is not being favored, but they're light skinned, but they're not white, or they're not whatever they're not compared to these elements that are favoring people that you are not as well, whatever that means to you with a Leo like element. You don't understand why they're not being favored. But she may like him too. Like the Libra female may like a Leo-like element as well, but not as much as the Cancer. The Cancer might as well be somebody's kid. The Cancer might as well be somebody's kid, somebody's side chick or dude, whatever it is. Like you may be, maybe that's what you're talking about. Maybe that's what you're joking about because the Libra and the Cancer have that kind of tight connection. You're like, they might as well be like sleeping together. They might as well be with the Strength card energy here. Something's goofball-like about a Leo-like element as well. Maybe they're goofballing about something that's happening here. But maybe they're goofballing about something that's happening to you. Maybe that's what you're sharing with the Aries. Interesting. Whatever. Six of Cups energy for your accomplishment. But why does something keep returning? So maybe it's family. All these maybe something's going on with family members. But I get that are too prideful. Maybe you're dealing with family members that are too prideful, and maybe that's something that is aggravating about that to you. Or maybe it's something going on in school or in a workplace that keeps returning. But I'm trying to turn it off. So something that keeps returning in a workplace, you're trying to turn it off. I get narcissism and I look at the Libra-like element. Maybe something you're trying to turn off, some type of narcissistic energy that a Libra is putting off for some reason. You're trying to turn them off or turn them down, whatever it is with the Six of Cups energy. Or maybe you're on the outside looking at Aries. Maybe you're on the outside looking into maybe an Aries is turning down this element, but a Cancer. Aries is turning down a Cancer. But she doesn't like black people. So there's a Cancerian female that does not like dark skin or black people or whatever this shadiness is with this Knight of Cups energy. But it's I like what she does, but I don't like her. With the Knight of Cups, you're like, I like what you like somebody's work, but you don't like them. It just depends. But a Capricorn energy does. I mean, maybe you don't understand why a Capricorn gets along with a Cancerian. Wow. But if she's darker than me, or I'm not as dark as her, or light and dark and whatever, maybe that's the comparison that you're making with a Capricorn energy. Or a Leo likes a Capricorn. Maybe a Leo likes a Capricorn. But a Libra can't stand that. Can't stand the fact that Leo likes a Capricorn energy. But that's the element that something is being stolen from. When I say Capricorn. So that's the element that something is being stolen from. You're aware of that. My mother. Maybe your mother's taking something from you, or your mother's taking something from somebody. Interesting. For me, it's a family situation. Like maybe you don't know what to do about a parent. Why does it keep returning? Maybe your mother, sibling. Maybe your mother's taking something from a sibling. Feels more like school and work. Like it feels like those kind of environments, or it is family. Maybe this Cancerian energy are lighter than you. The Cancer, if it's not a racial difference, a Cancer is lighter than you for some reason. Something is lighter about a Cancer. But a Cancer's like spouse or boyfriend or girlfriend, maybe they like you. But you just don't understand why a Leo-like element likes you, or you don't understand why a Leo-like enemy. I almost said enemy. Maybe they're undercover enemy to you for some reason. They should leave a Cancer. Maybe a Leo should leave a Cancerian energy. A Leo should leave a water sign for some reason. Maybe something is toxic about a Cancer, or something's toxic about water sign elements. Ace of Wands for your spiritual self. Is I don't want to sit next to, or be next to, or work with, or whatever it is. You don't want to be with a water sign element for some reason that is coming in. You don't want to hear. Maybe they're coming in to tell you something, but you don't want to hear what they're saying. You don't want to hear what they're going to tell you, or you don't want. You don't want to know something that is going on with them. Maybe they have a level of involvement with something that you don't. Maybe they have a level involved with Pisces. Maybe this element is a Pisces, or maybe it's a Cancer that is involved with a Pisces, but you did not know that. Maybe you didn't know that. But a Gemini energy should have told you that. So there's some type of level of involvement that a Cancer has with a Pisces that you didn't know, but a Gemini energy knew that. Six Cups. A Gemini energy knew that, and they did not tell you that. They didn't want you to be hurt with that kind of feeling. But did they plot and plan against me? All of them? Like, you're trying to figure out, the Aries is helping, but you're trying to figure out, did these elements plot and plan against me? The Gemini, the Cancer, the Libra, did they plot and plan against me? You're asking that question. You're trying to figure that out. Nine of Wands energy. Maybe a Leo is defending themselves, but the Leo is defending themselves on their placement in your life. There's that element also. Maybe they're defending. Maybe you're not outside looking into. They're defending themselves. Maybe this kind of feels like you really, like, if it's family or workplace, something's going on with you psychologically, with how people have been how people are trying to scheme you out of things, or how people are professors or teachers and whatever it is, classmates and friends and coworkers, how they're treating you. There's like, maybe you're not accepted into something for some reason, constantly not accepted into something, and maybe something is repetitive about that. But because of that, some random Aries has sympathy for you. Or they know, and they're on the outside looking into how you're being treated by people, how you're being treated by people. Period. Family, work, school. Your mentality has the Page of Cups energy. But I feel like, when you feel like a child, or your pages, if you're showing up like a page, maybe something's going on with you insecure. Maybe you're feeling insecure. But it's something about a Leo. Maybe you feel insecure with a Leo. Like I said, they were trying to figure out what their placement was in your life. Maybe they were also trying to help you, but something was also goofball-like about this element. But they don't really like me. So maybe you're crushing on a Leo, but they don't really like you. And you think that they do, but they like a Capricorn. It just depends. And maybe that's why you feel insecure talking to a Leo-like element. But a Libra sees everything that's happening here with you. Or it sees everything, some type of interaction that you're having with the Aries, or they watch everything. So maybe that's why the justice in the future, like they see cryptic. They either you or them, they are taking notice of a cryptic conversation that you're having with someone, like a Cancer or Leo or Aries. Like they're watching these conversations, and maybe you're talking about the Libra-like element. Might get disgusted. Maybe they're disgusted, or you're talking to these elements about how you're disgusted with this element. I was getting better grade or better pay or better treatment. Wow. Very interesting. What's changing for you is the Knight of Coins energy. But you need money. There's a need to mom. Maybe you need more money from your mom, but she's not giving it to you. Maybe the Libra-like element could be your mom. And maybe the strength, this is your, this energy pop up. Maybe this element is like a papa to you. Or a father to you, someone's father-like about this element. If they're not, a classmate, or if they're not a co-worker, you do need money from a mom. And maybe the Two of Swords with the Six of Cups energy is like, maybe you're tired of asking a mom or a mother for money. And maybe the Knight of Cups energy, I get jealous. There's a jealous family member, or maybe you are jealous, or it's Cancer, some water sign is jealous, whatever it is. Maybe there's a very jealous water sign element that is coming in, but maybe your mom is telling you to ask them for money. Family member, friend, whatever. I mean, mom, somebody's parent, like your parent, or somebody's trying to get you to ask them for money. You don't want to ask them for money because either because you're jealous of them, or they're jealous of you, with this kind of feeling going on here. Your resolution has the Six of Coins energy here. But maybe you should work with earth sign elements. Maybe you should work with them. Maybe that's why you clutch on to other earth signs in the classroom, or in the workplace, or in the family. Something's better about earth sign elements. I get, because everybody else is harsh. So you're clutched on to earth sign. I wasn't in Capricorn. It could be Taurus as well. All of them. You're clutched on to. They're also black. If they're also black as well, or they also are of the same. Something's going on with them being of the same something as you. So it could be status, looks, whatever it is. Maybe something is familiar about the earth sign elements, but maybe you're clutching on to them because the other ones that are not right, or they're not treating you right. The other signs, the other people. With the exception of the Aries, possibly, or some fire sign elements, the Leo is decent, but maybe you're being really interested with the Leo-like element, whatever, or they don't really, they lack. Maybe they're not really interested in talking to you, vice versa. I don't know. There's that uncertainty with them. But the Justice energy is in the future. I get, because you're talking about because you're talking about something. Is something that's why the Justice energy is in the future, because you're talking about unfair treatment. You're talking about a jealous family member. You're talking about how you need money. You're talking about, what is it? I don't know, something going on with something being stolen, and favoritism but that the Libra is given, that a Libra is given a Cancer, and you're talking about these things at the wrong time, possibly even as well. Page of Cups, or it's a water, or it's the Page of Cups could be the Cancer, or the Piscean energy, whatever, some water sign. They're in your mentality, but you need the strength to deal with them because they're being favored over you by a Pisces. There's that element, or by a Pisces or a Libra-like element. All right, let's see what the outcome is, Virgo. Transition. The transition card is the Death card. I did say that you were dealing with a Scorpio-like element, but I can't believe that this is happening. So maybe, like I said, maybe it's news, or maybe something's going on with stealing, or some type of blatant favoritism, or whatever it is, But I can't leave. So something going on with the Death card. Maybe something is happening here where you it's some type of transition that is going on around you or to someone, but you're like, I can't leave yet, or I can't leave. Maybe you can't leave something. Maybe you can't leave, but I was getting, you can't wait for something to be done, or maybe you're just waiting for it. Maybe this is happening maybe this is happening during your work week. Maybe this is happening in a school environment, a classroom, that I can't wait to be finished with this class, this test, this job. Maybe it's a seasonal job that is happening to you. Whatever. With the transition energy here. Can't wait to leave somewhere. Death card is like maybe you're finding out a lot of secrecy or that something crazy is happening to you, whatever, or it is happening to someone. But it's, I want to get away from, with the Death card, the transition card. I want to get away from this situation, whatever it is. All right? Let me know how it resonates, Virgo. Be well. Take care. Bye.